And also don't go east on 50 for that storm. All right, so let's reset. So this is the tornado warning right here in the heart of Fredericksburg. Goes until 6 o'clock. There are severe thunderstorm warnings around it, pretty much all around it, to the north and also to the east. So can we come back to the band for a second?
We just got a report of golf ball size hail in Stafford County near Holly Corner. I'm not exactly sure where that is, but Stafford County with this same complex of storms here. Yeah. Golf ball size hail reported there.
I would, yeah, it has to be. I mean, this is about as pronounced as hail goes here in the metro area in terms of when we get storms. I mean, that's pretty common, or more common out toward, the Corn Belt, but not here. That's pretty impressive. So if you have a car, you're around Sealston or Lambs Creek, a carport, a garage, just a big drop cloth over it will help you because 2-inch hail will damage the car. We'll zoom back out a little bit now. This is a monster storm, and look at all the warnings around it. I don't think I've ever seen a tornado warning surrounded completely 360 degrees with severe thunderstorm warnings around it. So again, when we talk about warnings, that means it's happening. And have a plan. In Port Royal, get ready. It's heading your way. And Fredericksburg, if you know anybody in the town of Fredericksburg or even south or east of Fredericksburg, call them, text them, DM them. Yes.
Hey, our colleague Matthew Torres is actually in Spotsylvania County right now. We've got him by phone to talk a little bit about the conditions out there. Hey, Matthew, what do you see?
Hey, Leslie, hopefully you guys can hear me. We're actually just south of Fredericksburg, just off of I-95 and I believe South Point Parkway. For people who know the area, it's like with a Chick-fil-A and a KFC, but the wind has really just picked up here within the last 30 seconds. And what's interesting is that when we first were told by our managers to just stay posted, stay on the side, it was light, it was sunny, but now that cloud, that wall of dark clouds just really moving across right now. We're not getting blasted by any rain or anything like that. It's the wind that's really picking up. And I think what really stands out the most was the amount of lightning that we're seeing move across us. And the lightning itself, even though I've seen lightning many times before, this one just sticks to the ground. It just stays longer, and it just captures your attention. But no doubt, so far it's sprinkling a little bit. We're seeing the clouds move across, those ominous-looking clouds. It appears to be making its way up north from where we're standing, but we are just posted by a gas station as the wind is picking up currently and as it gets darker at this moment.
Hey, Matthew, tell us exactly where you are.
Yeah, can we pull that up on the maps? Can we zero in?
I'm in it. I mean, I got it. If he tells me exactly where he is.
Hey, Matthew, tell us exactly where you are.
Oh, geez. It's a little bit tough. We are here at the Citgo gas station. Again, we just passed 95. And just looking at my map, we are at South Point Parkway and Highway 17.
Okay, there's 17.
Okay.
In fact, as I'm speaking with you right now, I just stepped outside the car, but I'm going back in because it's starting to,
so he's
starting to rain now.
He's in Massaponax?
Yes,
Oh, he's
right
that far
off.
south. Oh, okay, he's that far south.
That's where it sounds like he is. Hey, Matthew,
okay.
you get back in the car for a second.
Yeah,
and
stay safe.
We want you all to stay safe, and we're going to kind of pull up the map and see exactly where you are. But Tom,
Okay.
you heard him say just a second ago, it was really the
Jeez,
clouds, the wind, and the lightning that were the pronunciation to the storm there. Now it's the rain that appears to be coming.
Yeah, and and the lightning is also dangerous. I know tornado warnings are a little crazier, but that's also as dangerous as anything else. So you hear lightning, you got to take cover. But this severe thunderstorm warning, though, I got to tell you, and the tornado warning is still in effect. It still covers all of Fredericksburg, although the brunt of the storm has now moved off to the south and the east of Fredericksburg. So it's a little bit, over here. That's the hail core now. So we're going to see if they extend this warning. Chester, on the chat, is there anything about do you think they're going to extend it? They might extend it.
No, but I wouldn't be surprised if they just kept it going for now. It doesn't look any weaker on radar right now. For this area, this is a bit of a monster storm. There's a pronounced hook, or there was in the last few scans. It's starting to weaken now, and it does look like there may even be, I can't tell for sure, but there may even be a bit of a lifted debris ball from this. There's a little bit of an indicator of that. So actually, now that I mentioned it, it does look like it has gotten weaker here in the last few minutes. So there's there's some potential that this warning could get canceled.
Could get.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in any event, even if it were canceled, like if you're in Port Royal, you're still under a severe thunderstorm warning. So this is not going to just disappear. It will weaken, but with such a strong storm, even at a weakened state, you know, we got 40, 50, 60 mile per hour winds with it. And that hail core is still there. And when we talk about that, we're talking about this magenta right there. Okay, that's where the hail is. It's now east of Fredericksburg around 218, and it is drifting essentially down toward Port Royal. So it would not surprise me to see Port Royal with some hail in the next 30 minutes or so. Now, in terms of the entire metro area, this is about it. We've got the storm up in Prince George's County, and this is a severe thunderstorm warning. And earlier that was a tornado warning for parts of Howard. That is now just a severe thunderstorm warning for Anne Arundel County, also parts of Prince George's County. And we have the tornado warning still down toward Fredericksburg. That goes until 6 o'clock. It has been trimmed a little bit, though. If you notice, it's a much smaller area, but around it is a severe thunderstorm warning.
Yeah,
So
it looks like Fredericksburg is being dropped from the warning,
Okay.
but Spotsylvania, parts of Spotsylvania and that border area between Spotsylvania and Stafford County remains under a tornado warning as it moves to the southeast at 35 miles per hour. This is a radar-indicated tornado still.
Okay, so it's going to move across two here shortly, in whatever form it has, whether it's just gusty winds or some rotation and hail as you go up to. So again, you're traveling south of D.C., I would just hold off for just a second. So all the warning, there are all kinds of severe thunderstorm warnings around that, also until 6 p.m., but also up here to the northeast. We can't forget about our friends in Prince George's County and Arundel County, a little bit of the district too until 6:30. This is a pretty big storm. I think it's weakened a little bit in the last 15 minutes, but still heavy rain. Rainfall rates there over 2 inches per hour. Upper Marlboro, Shady Side, it is heading your way down toward Dunkirk, Huntingtown as well. Should be there in the next 30 minutes or so, or 40 minutes. So not tornadic, but certainly severe, which means it has winds 50 to 60 miles per hour. Could have some hail. I don't see any hail in it at this hour. And also this storm, just to the south and west of it, not a warning on this storm, but this is a pretty heavy storm.
It's starting to gather strength there.
It is, yeah, and it just moved, you know, just through the airport, and now it's around 295, just to the east of National Harbor, and headed over toward Clinton. And rainfall rates here not crazy, about a ½ inch per hour, but in the Red Areas, it's probably about an inch and a half, well, an inch to about an inch and a quarter, something like that. So that is a heavy storm, but it's not. Nothing's been issued on it just yet. So we'll go back here to our friends in Fredericksburg. It's been trimmed a little bit, but you still are under the tornado warning right around town.
It looks like Fredericksburg itself is clear.
It's clear. Yeah,
but
no, it is, yep.
those areas south and east of town, there are some indication of massive hail south and east of Fredericksburg right now. Just according to the program I'm looking at here, it's indicating giant-sized hail. So probably maybe 2.5 inch size hail with this storm here.
Right, and we've seen that, and that's kind of, you know, a signature of, oftentimes a signature of tornadic activity. So it can, you know, it can often be kind of a telltale sign of a storm that has that kind of an updraft and then rotation, and then you get your a tornado. So
still a bit of a hook too, indication of a hook echo there, west of that giant hail. It doesn't show up very well on this particular radar image, but the one I'm looking at on the western edge, just to the left of that purple there, is where that hook would be there, that potential hook there, which would be indicative, one of the indicators we look for a tornado. So that warning's going to continue, I think, for a little while longer.
They'll probably let it go all the way. Now, I think they would have probably extended it already if they were thinking about doing it. I don't think there's no sign there that they're going to extend it. We'll see. But even so, this is still a massive complex of storms, and there's a severe thunderstorm warning around the whole tornado warning. So keep that in mind. Even if you don't get hit by the tornado itself, you've got hail, you've got winds 40, 50, 60 miles per hour, all headed off to the south and east, headed toward Port Royal. So we'll zoom back out. Once this goes through, now you're okay to come down 95. So you want to come down 95, you can. This is about to clear 95. But this storm up to the north and east, again, it's just outside this warning area, and this is still a warning for our friends. A little part of the district and Prince George's County and Anne Arundel County and Calvert County until 6:30. That is this area right there. But this is a heavy storm pushing, kind of catching up with that storm.
Well, and that one to the one where the warning is, there's some indication of hail around Kettering as well, and getting in towards Mitchellville, from what I'm seeing here, east of Seat Pleasant, right on top of the Beltway, actually.
Right.
That where that deepest red is, there are some indications of hail there. So that is right over Largo Town Center and over to Kettering. That is some big hail over there too. So you want to avoid that intersection there if you can.
Right,
Hey guys, I know you've been talking about Maryland, but Matthew Torres is still out in the Spotsylvania area, and he just sent in some video to give us an idea of what they were seeing there. If we can pull that up now, that was the cue to roll the video. If we can see that. No video?
Waiting for the computer to load, probably.
Okay.
You know how it goes.
Well,
All right, we'll come back to that.
I can track this for a little bit here. This is going to head off to the south and the east here. This is going to head toward Dunkirk at about 5:55, all the way to Chesapeake Beach at about 6:09, and Tillman at about 6:21. And this looks like it's going to hold together, this storm. And again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning. It's about to cross over 301 at this juncture. So just sort of, that's a bad storm. If you're trying to go east of town, I mean, I guess you can just wait a little bit longer because this storm is just sliding south of 50 right now. So you're probably okay to go south of town toward Fredericksburg, but I'd wait just a little bit longer to go east of town. Bowie, you have rain, but you don't have heavy rain at this point. You just have some light rain. The heavy rain is south of you down toward 301. And Annapolis, you're under the warning in Annapolis, but you're kind of in between two storms. You've got a storm to the north of you and a storm to the south of you, and right now you're kind of stuck in between, if you will, and just with light rain. So Annapolis, you're in pretty good shape at this hour. Do we have the video?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
We do. I will say this: that storm showing a little bit of a sign of weakening, but I would say it holds together to get through Upper Marlboro as well. So if you live anywhere near or in Upper Marlboro, you got to take shelter, because that is going to be a nasty one with large hail and possibly 50, 60 mile per hour wind gusts, so damaging wind gusts. I'm wondering if we have any power outages, issues yet. I haven't seen many storm reports come out of this just yet. Mm-hmm. They tend to be delayed a good 20, 30 minutes after the storm passes.
So
Right.
gentlemen, just to clear this up here, no tornado warnings right now, just severe thunderstorm warnings at this point.
We have the one still in that Spotsylvania,
We still have
Stafford
this
County
one.
area.
We still have this a little tiny area just south of Fredericksburg, Leslie, and then just a little bit south and east. That's the only tornado warning we have until 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And then around it, ahead of it, is a severe thunderstorm warning. That tells me that it's weakening, and they would have probably extended the tornado warning if it were the case. But I think it's a heavy storm, and it's a severe storm, but it's going to just probably continue and be a severe thunderstorm warning. So that's down toward Fredericksburg and our friends in Spotsylvania and Stafford County. And then we're talking about this storm. I think we have a traffic camera up near Landover, and this is kind of around this storm too. There you go. Will, you okay? See some wind? Okay.
Yeah, it looks like traffic is almost grinding to a halt over there too.
Can you see that, Chester?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
guess you can. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right along the Beltway there at Arena Drive there, so you can see it's crawling.
It is. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. And you know what? So if you can postpone, going east, if work or home takes you east of town, I would just wait a little bit. The storm is now just pushing south of FedEx Field, and that is the warning, the severe thunderstorm warning for Anne Arundel, Calvert, and Prince George's County. And we've got that goes until 6:30, and also this other warning up in Anne Arundel County. It's a little different. This part of Anne Arundel County goes until 6:30 as well. But this is the storm that's really concerns us at the moment. And we'll cross over 301 here shortly. Let's go back out, though, for just a minute and go back to, it's gone.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just expired,
Just expired.
literally as you scrolled over there. So that's the end of that tornado warning. No tornado warnings in effect anymore for our area at the moment.
At the moment. So we got the severe thunderstorm warning down to the south for Caroline County, and that is in Virginia. And then we've got this one severe thunderstorm warning for our friends in Calvert and Prince George's County until 6:30 tonight. So the watch goes until 9 o'clock, although I got to believe, I haven't checked the watch yet. Have they trimmed the watch at all?
I haven't checked. I can
I mean,
double
they
check
might,
that
they
for
must
you.
have, because if you look now, everything is essentially across I-95.
They're keeping it going. I think they're concerned about redevelopment later this
Okay.
evening, but right now they have not. In fact, there are tornado warnings out by Pittsburgh, so they're concerned about maybe another round of severe weather later.
Okay, oh, yeah, okay, so they're concerned about this coming in a little bit later. Okay, so we have a respite, if nothing else. So if you're west of 95 right now, you're okay for a little bit. But later tonight, these storms are going to cross over the mountains, and some of those could be hefty, if not severe as well. But these storms that we're tracking are now east of I-95, and they're moving away. But get ready for big time winds around Dunkirk and around parts of Calvert County. You're under a severe thunderstorm warning until 6:30. But right now, no tornado warnings.
All right, Todd, really quickly, we want to bring in Nick Hall. He's the general manager with the Fredericksburg Nationals baseball team there. Nick, can you hear us?
Oh, man.
Yes, I can, guys. How's it going?
Doing okay. How are you doing?
Oh, just another day in paradise. Weather the storm. I mean, it looks like it's past us now. I've been listening and following you guys here in the last little bit, but definitely got some wind, rain, and hail. Got pretty nasty out here, but thankfully everybody that we did have in the stadium so far, we got them into cover, weather the storm, and we'll be open up gates here in a little bit and still be able to play by 7, hopefully, unless you guys say otherwise.
All right, Top. So he says they're
No,
hoping
yeah.
to play by 7.
I think they can, but that's incredible video there. Yeah, they should be fine.
So
And if
where-
the second round develops, the game should be over.
So you had some people in the area at the time. Where'd you send them?
We did. So we have a few buildings that are essentially built as bunkers here inside the stadium, and so we probably had a couple hundred fans that were already here. They got a behind-the-scenes tour of some areas of the stadium, so got more than they bargained for when they showed up to watch some baseball tonight. But our entire staff and the entire crowd that was here was very, very early on. Took cover and windowless areas, and we're able to keep them safe during this, just in case something were to pop off.
Yeah, glad you guys are okay and you had a plan in place, it seems there. Can you walk us through exactly how this storm rolled through and how quickly it rolled through the area?
It was extremely quickly. It was extremely quickly, and I'll tell you what, it absolutely packed a punch. We've lost quite a few tents that are normally stationed around the park right now. We have staff all over right now actually picking up the pieces, and a good bit of napkins and small wares from concession stands are covering the field right now. So we have our work cut out for us over the next hour to get game ready, but we'll be able to definitely do that. There was a lot of wind. I would say hail, roughly dime size, came down on us as well. It was like I said, it was very quick, but it packed a punch, that's for sure.
Yeah, but no major damage, right? And everyone's okay.
Everybody is perfectly fine. Everyone's okay. A couple people who are scared of storms are awfully rattled right now, but you also have the storm enthusiasts out here that just had the time of their lives over the last hour.
I tell you what, we're rooting on the team.
Yeah, we are.
You got to pull it out today. It's a stormy win.
I'll tell you what, it might rain before game time, but here in Fredericksburg, it never rains at 7:05. We'll be ready to play some baseball.
We like it. Well,
right.
you got an hour to get cleaned up and get that game going. Nick Hall with the Fredericksburg Nationals. Thank you so much. You all stay safe.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I'm zooming in here. I'm trying to find Smith Station Road. Trying to find Smith Station Road on here. It's about 4 miles southeast of Fredericksburg, and they had a trained spotter viewed a funnel cloud looking eastward toward the storm from Smith Station Road. So it's right in this area. All right, we'll come back. No tornado warnings at this moment. We'll come back, update you on the severe thunderstorm warnings. We'll be back after minutes.